Hey guys, and welcome to another tournament on Elite Pro Series, guys. Today you're looking at EasyEquities Investor Cup. It is the semi-final one, and I'm so excited to see exactly what we have on board today. Some of the pro players that we will be screen sharing is Psycho, Rejects, Bean, Havix, The Actual Fresh, Luca, Gloves. Like literally this whole tournament is insanely stacked with pro players, and we're going to be looking at that throughout this entire weekend, because today is not only just the semifinals, but tomorrow we'll have semifinals too, and then on Sunday we'll have the finals at hand, where there's 8,000 rand on the line for you to make yourself some huge bucks. Now, if you guys want to take part in this tournament or these type of tournaments, make sure to go to eliteproseries.co.za so that you guys can then look out for future tournaments to come. If you guys make it all the way to finals, make sure that you have an EasyEquities account. Why? Because the top 5 players will be earning a cash as well as a bonus on top of their cash. For example, first place earns a whooping 3,000 rand. However, it is 1,500 rand that will be deposited into their bank account, and then 1,500 rand that will be deposited into the EasyEquities accounts, in which you guys can either invest in cryptocurrencies, stocks, shares, or even withdraw that into your own bank account and then having your own 3,000 rand there. It's however you'd like to use that money, but it is only going to be deposited into your EasyEquities account. So make sure to go into the description and look at that information over there. I believe some of the games will be starting right now, so what not better way to go and start on one of the players called Slain Lol. So Slain Long has a good drop spot at this fire, and we're gonna get that over and out to you guys. So already off on game number 1, we can see Slain in this lobby, and there will be 78 players queued up for... Oh, sorry. We're gonna be in this position where we can see this fire, this fear. So yeah, let's see exactly what goes into play for the players at hand. But 78 players were queued up in this position. I am expecting this semi-final to be somewhat decent, seeing that we have generally a lot of the good players coming together. You can already see, guys, 73 players remain on the leaderboard. So there's some good off-spawn action coming in from everyone in the map. We didn't have a full 100 players registered due to some of the qualified players not being able to take part in here. But nonetheless, finals, guys, will probably be one of the best solo tournaments to date on the Elite Pro Series channel. We've seen some couple sweaty gameplays in the past, but this is the EasyEquities, and there's 8,000 rand on the line over here. So I'm expecting, you know, some powerful gameplays and stacked gameplays for the finals to come into action, and we will see exactly what that looks like coming out from the South Africans who are competing in this tournament. This tournament is open to Sub-Saharan Africa, but we do look at certain rules or aspects of a player's ping. If he's a bit too low in ping, then we will just have to disqualify him. Does look like Bravado Bean will get an elimination, so let's go over to Bravado Bean just to see exactly what his loadout is and what type of loot he's carrying over on that position. So you can see he will be landing Lazy Lake, and he's already got that elimination off the bat. He's got a scar as well as a green pump for that off-spawn action that we just missed quite shortly. He's also got a harpoon. He's got 2 sets of harpoons. I'm not sure if that's what he was aiming for. Could it be a mistake? But he's got 2 sets of harpoons over there. So yeah, this tournament's been extremely entertaining out already, seeing that there's action on screen from the players participating in this. And again, guys, I just want to remind you, if you are in Semi 2 or if you guys are in Semi 1 and you guys have died, make sure you guys click the link down below in the description for you guys to create an account on EasyEquities. That is absolutely crazy. The loot from being a gold pump from an NPC, his RNG is off the tops over there. But as I was mentioning, guys, you want to make sure you guys have an account on EasyEquities, because the top 5 players will be getting a cash as well as a bonus sent to the EasyEquities account. So make sure you guys are on that front over there. So it's exciting to see the games already span out, and you can see Bean going at Lazy Lake. But who else is in this tournament? We got a Rejects, guys. Rejects being one of the pro players that was personally invited into the tournament, and we'll see whether we can get his POV set up. Just here, it is loading, so we'll go over to Sin Havocs just to get his POV for you guys. So there we go. So now Sin Havocs, guys, a very good player. In the making. He will be landing just outside Retail Row, going a split drop, and you can see it's working really well for him. Already he's got a flopper and 3 slurfishes. Now those 3 slurfishes will come in clutch for those end games where you get to camp in storm for a couple seconds, or if somebody manages to bow you and you need that instant heal up because he's gonna ramp you or whatever the case may be, then he has the perfect loot at hand right there. There's 65 players, only 13 of the semi-1 finalists have been eliminated just yet. You can see somebody is already boxed up, trying to play it safe. I'm not sure if that is an old box or a new box, but definitely trying to play it safe in that aspect over there. So let's see what that means for him going into game number 1. We've seen Sin Havocs in the past with extremely great gameplay. Let's see whether the gameplay for him this time around will be just as the same. And now, before anything, guys, we'll also be going over to Warrior, who Warrior is in this tournament as well. And we'll set that up for you just quickly. Gotta drag him over to this other screen, and then we can see him perfectly. So, just give me 1 second over there. So there you go. You can see Warrior is on screen for us at the moment, which is some juicy loot as well. He's got a spicy fish, guys. We all know those spicy fishes. Red peppers are an ideal item to have for your rotations in the endgame. The red peppers just automatically mean you get a huge advantage over your opponents, and it is very hard to be targeted when moving extremely fast in the lobby. Now, I'm excited to see what Warrior will do when he will utilize that, whether it'll be second moving, third moving, or even 50-50 moving. He does get a harpoon and he will be targeted in this aspect as well. It does look like he's gotten tagged for 33 damage. He does have a slurfish, which he fished out quite earlier, so he's back at 200 HP right now, which is exactly what we want to see from Warrior. Will he be taking this fight though? It does look like one of the players will be double keen into Warrior's aspect. Warrior trying to disengage from this fight. Doesn't look like the player will be giving him the opportunity to do so. In fact, it does look like Warrior will make it out of here successfully. Such a good disengage from the player. That's exactly what you want to see from someone who plays smart, who disengages in a smart way. He does need to farm up a lot more though, because his mats is extremely low. He's only got 206 metal, 433 brick, and 400 wood. Going into endgame, you want to make sure that you're max on everything so that you are able to get into a good position for those rotations, especially seeing that the season isn't worked around the solo gameplay. We do see, however, we will have another red pepper for him, which he can probably just camp or use it here. He will be using it right now. He does have 6 stink fishes, those are going to be very, very much OP in the end game. And I see players sort of using the two harpoon gameplay. I didn't know that it's a strat, honestly, people that are using. I'm very shocked to see this coming to play. We did see Bean as well with two harpoon gameplay. Could be the new meta, you know, especially seeing that you need to harpoon some loot in endgame rotation so that you can get some mats. Let's see what it means for Warrior though, going into that position. Now going back over to Rejects, hopefully we can get the gameplay set from him. I'm just gonna tell him, Rejects, we can't see gameplay. So now on Rejects, we can see Rejects is with those 4 red peppers. That is because his main drop spot is Catty Corner. Catty Corner is known for all of those fruit baskets that spawn up the red peppers, and we can see him over here. He does have the hopfish just to get a good distance in the zone. The best play for him right now is to try and make it center zone so that he can then get guaranteed next zone and so forth. He is on the outskirts. He does have a decent amount of mats, and his loot as well is extremely good. 500, I mean, a purple pump and blue pump. Now I don't know exactly what Rejects is doing, but he's moving left, right, and center. You know, he's probably trying to buy some time, sit on the dead side of zone, and that will allow him to farm those placement points. All the players that's still alive haven't even touched any placement points just yet, so he is in a tough position if he does get into a fight now. But I'm pretty sure, being one of the invited players, Rejects, that he can come out of here with a clutch. Now, smart move from him. He was bounty hunted, and the bounty sort of, you know, evaporated. They didn't get to kill him, so he got a couple gold for him, and then managed to go back to the NPC and then upgrade his gun to a Scar. Now, this is the perfect loot, and you can see Rejects sort of sneaking behind one of the players. Will he line up his shots? He does so indeed, but the player reacts in time just for him to build a box. But will Rejects still be pushing in this position? It's a question that you guys are probably all asking. It does look like the player makes a distance. Rejects needs to be very careful. Who is he going up against? Tries to line up the Scar, but nothing comes to effect just yet. If I were Rejects, I would go for placement and, you know, ignore this fight over here. There's still 52 seconds for the zone as well. Rejects playing it safe. Happy to see him in this position. Now we can go back to Kareem as well. Kareem being one of the other invited players that we had for you guys on board here. So just so you guys know, the invited players on the semifinals 1 is Kareem, Rejects, and Psycho, who will be taking part in this one. In semifinals 2, you got Spooky, you got Neymar, Travis, you got almost every single one of them being in semi 2. So semi 2 going to be a much sweatier lobby. You do got other pro players taking part in here that were not invited. For example, Bravado Bean, Sin Havocs, Glubs, Luca, and all the other players. So it looks like Kareem's trying to get that W key effect into play. Let's see exactly what this means for him. Does get the wall and the pump, but it doesn't connect. Trying to break the car. The player is now behind him. This is not a good position for... Oh, he does get hit for 90. He will take that. He needs to heal up. The player takes his wall. He's now put into a tough position. He needs to put some pressure on the player so the player can leave him. Trying to get into his wall. Obviously not able to. A nice 81 crack. Kareem trying to line up those shots. He hits another pump, but this is perfect opportunity for him to heal up as well. Not enough damage dealt onto the metal there. Now Rejects just pushing his player back. He can't get into his box and then manage to get onto the wall. If he actually know that Kareem could possibly do that. Kareem taking the slow fights. He's used a lot of mats in this position as well, so he definitely needs this elimination. Does get hit for 46. This fight going on for some time. If he does not manage to actually get the elimination on this player, we will see him get out. But that player is white. A good opportunity to actually get this elimination. Getting into the box right now, using his AR, and does get that elimination. Unfortunately, we won't be able to know who that was, but he does get a little bit of a huge refresh from that. I'm happy to see him in a position where he will be getting into endgame. Kareem. He is on 3 eliminations as it stands right now. This is a very, very intense for Kareem right now. He could have gotten eliminated, but he played that slow. He played it to his advantage. There's some more minis for him to carry. So now 6 minis, 2 big pots, and 2 floppers. That's exactly what we love to see from him over there. Now going back over to Rejects, and just in time, he does look to be in some action over here. Let's see what this means for him. He will get stink fished a little bit. That could possibly be Warrior. If you guys do remember, Warrior had all those stink fishes. So we'll go over to Warrior right now just to see whether or not it is him. And no, it isn't. So it's a completely different player altogether. So Warrior's completely safe. So we'll go back to Rejects just to see exactly what's going into play for him. Does look like he is in a safe position now. So let's see what this means. Does look like he does have the height gameplay. He will need the elimination as well from this player, because he is very low on mats. Taking these fights, especially seeing that zone is pushing up in 50 seconds, he will need to get out of here. He is on height and he's consistently staying on height. Now getting targeted from about. He does have enough. Rejects trying to take a mini. He does so successfully. Misses a pump though. Perfect opportunity to hit him. And he hits. And the third parties though, consistently coming in. Must be the worst type of gameplay to actually be third partied right now. So Rejects right here. Woke ain't even playing. Woke will be participating in semifinals too. So Rejects does so successfully to disengage, hopefully. He does have a med kit as well. He will pop that now. But guys, there's literally no time, not even mats on Rejects to make it into the next zone, I don't believe. He's going to need some miracle and some RNG on his side to make it. He does have that red pepper though, so this could be good. Lots of builds in between, so this is perfect opportunity to hide about. He does see that player, which he was fighting, a nice break. If he does get this elimination, it could be really big for him. Nice! And he does so indeed! Rejects with the huge pump, and he gets a massive refresh, seeing that he was less than 100 mats at hand. Rejects, you naughty boy. Now managing to get into zone comfortably with a decent amount of HP as well. He does find himself against another player, but he is in zone, so this is some good news. Nice 73 headshot coming in from that pump. He will get into the player's box, and that is sleazy. Huge plays coming from Rejects right there. Amazing stuff. You just love to see that he was in a position to not even make it into the next zone, but now back on 500 wood, back on 500 metal. Rejects is doing exactly what we expect him to do. Has an invited player. This is the action that we're getting in from Rejects. Holy, we just love to see that from him. Going over back to Bean. Let's see what his gameplay is or what he's doing in this position. Does look like Bean is going to be eliminated. So let's go over to Warrior. Warrior is still also eliminated as well. So we're just trying to find the players that are alive and just look at what it's like for them. So Slane, who we were on at the first place, is in a decent position. He hasn't gotten any eliminations just yet, and they are getting into the 50-50 zone rotations. His mats is looking really horrendous at this stage right now. He does have only 341 wood. He will need a lot more if he does get into the moving zones, because yeah, I mean, let's be honest, it's not every day that you rotate with no red peppers that you make it into that position. He does get focused a little bit, but he manages to worm himself out of there. He will be claiming some walls, but he just needs to be careful of who's around. Will be taking a big pot as well. Slane alive with 31 players as well on board. You will see Nachi get eliminated on his side. His wall does get taken away, but he gets out of that successfully. Trying to find another place to box up. He will do so successfully though. Now getting targeted from about, loses 70 HP. He does have a mini and a big pot for him to get back to 200 HP. There's a player from behind. Does look like this is going to be him eliminated. He is getting focused from a side and will get eliminated. So GG's to him. Let's see whether or not Mad Luca is still alive. And he is indeed. Mad Luca making it out of this position with 0 eliminations at hand. Now 26 players alive. He does have enough mats to make the rotations, and it's going uphill, so you're going to see a lot more players dying. He will get hit hard from behind. Oh, this looks very bad for Mad Luca. Mad Luca only on 65 HP, so if he gets pumped hard at any stage and he just finds himself a good... will he get this elimination? 84-84, he does. E-Take in no position to clutch up. Another elimination from Mad Luca. Mad Luca doing some mad stuff with his attack gameplays. Nice broken attack over there, but he will get hit from about. So GG's. Let's go over to Kareem. It does look like he's in lobby, so we'll go back to Rejects. Rejects still alive in this one, guys. He has 3 eliminations, managed to break a player with his pump over there. Does see some mats and stuff at the end. Waiting for that pre-fire. Nothing going into play. No mats though, so this is why he's playing cautious behind builds. Does manage to break a player, but Rejects in a position of 1 HP. Will he get this elim? He hits for 40, he hits for 108, but it's not enough to get out of that position. Unfortunately, that is a GG's in the books for him.
Boys, wish me luck at Quarter Finals.
Or running in is actually the play, because it's so easy to miss your shot on this.
So now we're just trying to see if any of the other players are alive. Doesn't look like it. So we'll go back on Rejects just to see whether he's still spectating. He isn't spectating. So that is a G's over there. Holy Rejects gameplay looking very promising for finals. Let's see exactly what goes into there. So yeah, massive stuff from him over there. We'd love to see that from the players. So let's see exactly what a game number 2 will be like. And guys, we'll be back quite shortly with more gameplay and more stats and leaderboards for you guys, so that you guys can see exactly what is the leaderboard for top 10. Huge shout out for EasyEquities for hosting this tournament. If you guys want to create an account on EasyEquities, EasyEquities is a place where you can invest, save money and grow money. So make sure you go into the description, create an account, because if you guys are top 5 in the finals, you will need to have an EasyEquities account to get basically 50% of your money. What this means is finals consist of 8,000 Rand, First place winning 3,000 Rand, but there will be 1,500 Rand cash, and then there will be 1,500 Rand bonus into your EasyEquities accounts for you to grow money, invest, and so forth. So make sure to use the link down below in the description for that. Hit like, hit subscribe, and turn on post notifications for semifinals 2 happening tomorrow at the same time.
Just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crime. Something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text my baby on the phone, but get no sense of body move. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find another love. I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Sometimes I'm racing. No stress. Depression. stay. Maybe I just wanna stay. Just take it easy, girl, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crying. Something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text my body on the phone. Forget how sexy body look. Now the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Something I'm wasting. Feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm wasting. Feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm wasting. Feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm wasting. Oh, I'm just crazy. No stress. No need to fall, think it's not feeling. Because there's no depressing.
So just looking at game number 1 alone, there was a hefty amount of points made between so many people. The leaderboard is extremely close, and one of the players that is actually first was invited to the leaderboard. So let's go and have a look and see exactly what that looks like over there on our side. So you can already see just off the bat going into game number 1, going into the end of game number 1, we can see Psycho is in first with 76 points. Deluxe is in second with 72 points. Rakic is in third with 71. Spooky is in fourth with 57. So literally top 3 is back to back. They are sweating so hard to get together, and this is going to be a race from game 1 to game 2 to game 3. And in 5th place is Swizzy with 56. The actual Fresh is 6th with 53. Stale is 7 with 52. Rejects is 8 with 51. Slurps is 9th with 47. 10th is Legacy with 46. And that is your top 10 players going into that position over there. So you can tell that this tournament is going to be very sweaty towards the end. And I look forward to seeing exactly what those top 3 players can do in game number 2. We do got more POVs on board with us over here. And just to look at generally who had the most kills, what was the scoring like, and so forth. So let's go over into those stats and just look at why those players had so many points. So literally Psycho was second with 7 kills, and then that's why he's first place. The person who came in first was Deluxe with first place and 4 eliminations, and the most kills actually, guys, is 7th. 7th from Rakic, 7 from Kareem, and 7 from Psycho. So you are literally looking at that being a sweaty lobby between those players over there. And now going into game number 2, let's see exactly what the players can do in that position. I'm also interested to find out how the games will be laid out for us. Game number 1 was very promising with a lot of action on board. And if you guys want to see exactly where everyone is landing and where the players are going about, you can see exactly over here on the screen. So if we go again, we can see we got Kenji Slips going camp card. We got a Solar Venxi going outside Catty Corner. Rejects will be going Catty Corner with IMO, but it doesn't look like IMO is actually available over there. Clubs and Psycho going Dirty Dogs, if I'm not mistaken. Havoc's going Pond over here. Steri and Kryptonex going Rito Row. Chad and Smurfy going just outside over there. And you got Divide going Lazy Lake. He's actually contesting Bean, if I'm not mistaken. Then you also got Brew Shock and Blue WD going at Boney Bob's. The actual Fresh just going outside Colossal Crops. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. You got Bojo and Kenji going at the 3 houses over there. Now apparently there was a whole 3 different people trying to land at that POI, which is very interesting to see, seeing that it's a tiny spot to actually go. But we do have so much more people on board with us, guys, going into the going into more semifinals. So we got Glubs and Luca's POV, which will be on screen for you guys in game number 2. What do you guys have to say for this tournament at hand over here? It could be interesting. Top 50 qual to somebody. Yeah, top 50 qual to the next lobby. And yeah, let's see what the players do. So the games are, I just have gotten word, the games will be starting soon. There we go. Games will be starting soon, and what not better way to actually go on to Bravado Bean. Bravado Bean, one of the players who were contested off spawn, so it would be an interesting... Wait, hold on. So yeah, just as I was saying, going into game number 1, we have Bravado Bean on board with us, and he will be showing exactly what it means to be in Bravado, what it means to be Bean. So Bean now in this position, going Lazy Lake, could be an interesting play for him. So we will be seeing this position from Bean in Lazy Lake. It is just a bit laggy. Let me stop watching and watch again. There we go. That's much better. So off the bat, he does have a grey makeshift pump. We'll get some mushrooms for him to eat, just in case that a divvy or divide comes through and contests us Bean at Lazy Lake. So I don't know if divide is actually in this tournament, but there's only been 1 player eliminated, and the first person to get the elimination is actually Keaton. He will draw first blood in this game number 1. And off the bat, some really good loot for Bean. He has been having some decent RNG to get into this tournament. We can now see him at a green pump as well as an SMG with a big pot. Now on 160 HP, let's see exactly what Bravado Bean can do for us in this position. He will also have a makeshift AR, and he does look to be on alert, so there must have been someone contesting over out in that spot. But none other than that, guys, this is looking pretty much decent for the players at hand over there, and we can see what that means going forth. So now going over to the other players we also have Psycho, who's in first place So let's see exactly what that means for him in this position, being first. Where's he landing? So as you guys can see, he will be going Dirty Docks. Does look like Punisher's Bojo will pick up an elimination, so GG's to him. So Dirty Docks for Psycho over here is going to be contested by Gloves, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what this means going forth. Will they be clashing into each other? They are a full trio, so not a full trio, but they are trios, so we could see some interesting gameplay coming in from Gloves and Psycho. What is this talking about? What about EasyEquities? EasyEquities is a place where you can go put money in, save, and grow money. It is a solo tournament that is happening over here, where there was 4 qualifiers, and now you guys are looking at its first qualifier being in action on board with us right here. This is the first semi-finals for the weekend. We will be having semi-finals on a Saturday and then a finals on a Sunday. And if you guys are in top 5, you'll be getting a share of 8,000 Rand. However, though, first place being you get 3,000 Rand. It is going to be 1,500 Rand cash and a 1,500 Rand bonus onto EasyEquities that you will be able to utilize on the platform and so forth. So that is EasyEquities. If you would like to create an account for yourself to gain interest or to understand what EasyEquities is all about, you can then go into the description and then create an account over there. So let's see exactly what they're doing. So in this position already 14 players have been eliminated. It's crazy to see how slow the games are going, and would have been so much more interesting to actually have a full lobby. But finals, guys, is gonna be definitely full lobby right over there. We're gonna have a 50 players, so 50 players from semifinals 1, 50 players from semifinals 2 will be going into finals on Sunday. So there will be a full 100 player lobby in that action over there. So you can see Focus a Player, nice 31 tag coming out from Psycho over there. He knows exactly where the location of the opponent is, and which could be Clubs at this point. Taking these shots at Clubs or the opponent player over there could be at risk, seeing that they know your exact location and they can easily hold that height play. And that's some good RNG actually coming out from that chest. A purple tack, I mean, I'll take it. It's really good loot to go into endgame. We did see Mad Luca with some exceptional gameplay, and talking about Mad Luca, let's go and see exactly what he's doing right now in this position for us over here. So literally now on board with Mad Luca, we can see what his gameplay is gonna be like doing right now. You can see some pretty decent rotation coming from Mad Luca over there. He's got a blue AR with a green tack. He's got 500 wood and brick and needs just a couple more metal. in order to have max. Matt punishes Bojo, making a huge comeback in this game. He's gotten 2 eliminations so far, which is fairly decent. Let's go over to Warrior just after this situation plays out. We did see a couple of shots being played out and a nice 85 a bow and arrow going into the opponent over there. Nice 85 damage from that arrow. He will be disengaging, however, completely. So let's see exactly what Warrior is up to from his POV. And then we'll go and watch players on YouTube as well, just to see what's going in. Now, look at that loot. Oh my god. Warrior has no loot but floppers and stinkfishes. I don't know what the gameplay is to go for Warrior. But let me ask him if he's available to chat quickly. Just to see exactly what the thoughts and process is. You available to chat quickly, Warrior, just to answer a question? What's with no gun loot?
Well, I mean, semi, so it means easy qual, so I was just like, alright, boy, let's play.
Let's play.
No guns, only harpoon.
So chat already.
Last game, I got a bit greedy because I harpooned the kid for 75 and then I tried to jump in his box. That didn't go too well.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I turned on the discipline for this match, so we'll see how it goes.
So he's trying to teach himself, guys. I don't know, but it's very risky. But he did exceptionally well either way, game 1. So based on what you have right now, you can easily get so much placement points. And let's see how that goes. I'll be tuning in later again into this.
Yeah, 1 second. The actual plan is not to get harpoon gun only. The actual plan is to get 56 stinkfish and just kill the whole lobby with stinkfish. But that isn't going too well. As of right now.
Oh
but
man,
I'm still working on that.
You're still working on it. Well, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you do get
thanks.
36 fishes.
Thanks.
Cheers. So that is Warrior, guys, with a huge amount of stinkfishes on board. Not a huge amount of stinkfishes, a huge amount of white heels and no guns at hand. So if someone is around, it could be very dangerous for him over there. So Warrior doing a crazy strat and now on board with Rejects. Rejects, purple scar and a gold tack. Talk about having the best loot every single game. This will allow him to clutch up so much. He's got 3 big pots, 6 minis, and a huge harpoon at hand. Let's go see Bravado Bean. Bravado Bean just got an elimination and we just probably missed it. It was a third-party elimination on top of that, so the player did get really lucky, and the stream is lagging completely for us, so we can't really stay on board with Bravado Bean in this game. We'll try see what we can do for game number 3, but Bravado Bean all over the show in terms of lag. He does have 2 spice fishies, so he can use that now, and he's around Rejects if I'm not mistaken. Let's just go quickly hop into Rejects just to see where his location is one more time. Yeah, so Rejects just outside of Lazy Lake, and yeah, I wonder what can go into play over there. Now going back over to other POVs such as Slane, we can see he's comfortably chilling in game number 2 in his cone, just scouting the area at hand over here. Leaderboard will be shown after game number 2. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with game number 3 and the leaderboard and the stats for that game. Who got the most kills, who got the victory royale, and maybe we can look at who died first. Punishes Bojo with yet another elimination at hand as well. That is extremely good coming in from him. While the player sits in his cone over there, you can see he's comfortably chilling. Let's go over to Psycho on this point of view and just see exactly what he's doing, where he's about, And you can see he's also on 0 eliminations. However, he's got 1 scar and a purple tack. That is such good loot, man. The player gets out of... Does the player... Yeah, the player does get out of there. No, there's 2 players and he will get tagged from a side. You will need to get on some height play and just chill in his box. Lost a lot of HP over there. He will use his 1 big pot, 1 mini to get back to 200 HP. He needs to make his way into center zone in order to have the next zone rotation. Obviously, Psycho dealing a lot more damage here. So Psycho being one of the invited players, I'm actually excited to see him first on the leaderboard. You know, it's always a lot of controversy around why invite this player, why didn't you invite me, etc. And you know, we picked 6 pro players and 4 upcoming underrated players to take part in this tournament. So the invited players you're looking at was Noted, Wilkie, Spooky, as well as the pro players being Neymar, Travis, Rejects, Kareem. I think those were the players, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys want to keep tabs on the finals, those are the players we'll be concentrating a lot on, but we'll also be giving you guys POVs of other players on board with us. So let's go see what that means for the players that are here, like Sin Havix. Sin Havix having some exceptional talent when it comes to building, when it comes to editing. He can put you into the box and send you back to the lobby. That's how good Havix is. We didn't get to watch him in game number 1, that not too much, so let's see what he can do in game number 2. 44 players remain in this position. He doesn't have the best loot to send one to the lobby. A blue pump and primer rifle just won't be it from me. He does have a 1 hopfish and a 6 minis with 2 big pots. That is amazing loot right there. It helps him to rotate quickly from one spot to the other. So let's see what that looks like. Thorny, what's up? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are just tuning into the stream, make sure to share the stream to your friends and family. You guys can also share it on Twitter. Make sure to use hashtag Fortnite INVSTR Cup. And if you guys want to know exactly what you guys are into or what are you guys watching, this is the EasyEquities Solo Cup for 8,000 Rand. And we're on in game number 2. There were 4 qualifiers and 2 semifinals and 1 final happening in this event. All of this action will be shown on screen throughout this entire weekend. You got semifinals happening today, which will be ending about 7:30. You got finals happening on Sunday, which will be, semifinals happening tomorrow at 5 o'clock, which will be ending at 7:30 as well. And then you got the finals at 3 o'clock, so that we can get in those actions over there. But while Havix is just chilling over here, let's go over to Kareem and see exactly what he is doing, seeing that he has the most eliminations. It does look like Kareem will be eliminated off the bat. Let's see how that warrior gameplay is going for him. It does look like he will be taking a pump, however, so you can see that over there. He's in a good position with 37 players alive. Zone will be rotating. Will he get the 50-50 screen is a question though. So let's see what he can do. So yeah, he has no long range guns. He's obviously just doing weird stuff right now. Could he have possibly made a stinkfish for someone else? Yeah, so you got 30 more seconds until the zone will form, which is the 50-50 zone coming into play next. He needs to conserve those ammo. He's only got 9 reserved, so he needs to make sure he conserves them if he's going to be getting into that end game play. 35 players remain going into this 50-50 zone. Will he get it? And he does so indeed. He just needs to make a couple meters into the zone and he will be in a better position over there. On the other hand, guys, hello, Rejects. Rejects now in the play for height. Oh my god, and he does get the 50-50 zone as well. So this could be really interesting plays coming in from him. So let's see what he can do in this position. 35 players. He's chilling on 4 kills. We've missed a lot of action from Rejects. He had 0 just now, and now he's on 4 kills. That is a huge turn of events for him. He could possibly be the player for this game to have the most stats. Hopefully he does not get headshot bowed, because that would be embarrassing coming in from him. Does look like Mad Luca will get a headshot bow from someone else. Player trying to take a mini, but obviously Rejects interrupting that coming into play. Breaks the player down. Player trying to take some height. Nice 35 damage. He's holding height really well. If he does get the next moving zone, this could be really juicy for him. So let's see exactly what he can do. Nice tags. Reepsy just keeping tags on the players right there. Trying to see who the next victim will be from Rejects. He does get moving zones, so he can stay on height. This is so good from Rejects. But let's go over to Mad Luca just to see what his rotations have to be. Because I'm pretty sure he needs to make some sort of rotation inwards. And you can see that is the play for him. So he needs to start moving as soon as the zone forms. And there you go. Moving zone's going. He's lining up that mechanical bow. Anything can happen in this position. We know Rejects is on height. So if he gets focused from above, we know exactly who that player is. Some good, extremely good rotations coming in from Mad Luca. Mad Luca is an exceptional solo player. And that's Rejects focusing Mad Luca in that position. We can see those rotations coming in. Let's go see whether Slane has to make those rotations in for himself as well. It does look like he's going to be in the lobby. So we'll go over to Psycho just to see what his play is like for him. And I do apologize for that. There we go. So now he's in this position where he's placed a stink bow. He will get an Elam on Punisher's Bojo. Psycho on 2 kills. He's second to height, so he could possibly grief Rejects a bit. He does get an Elam on Goliath Rejects with the stinkfish. And just as I mentioned that he will get an Elam on Rejects, he does so indeed. Now Psycho in this position where he's gotten 3 eliminations. 2 alone with just stinkfishes, but now he's doing extremely well, making his way into endgame. There's 12 players remaining. He's got a purple pump as well as a scar, so we can expect some clutch plays coming in. He's got 110 mats, so if he needs an elimination, he needs them now in order to get more further into endgame. Someone's running in the zone. It goes max zone. So he's staying really safe. Misses his pump. A nice 35. And someone from behind. Swizzy with a huge pump from him side. Doesn't look like we will have anybody alive. Is Bean still alive? No. Well, Warrior? Warrior is still alive. Of course Warrior would still be alive. Ah, he plays 6. He just died. Nice. So Spooky, I believe, gets the elimination, or an anonymous player gets that eliminating victory royale. So GG's in the books, man. Guys, we're gonna be right back with some gameplay, but can we say how Psycho utilized his stinkfishes and got 2 eliminations, making it all the way till 9th place? That is absolutely GG's. He's probably still gonna be in a good position for first, unless Luca or Glub somehow clutched up, and they were one of the players who won the game. So over and out over there, guys. We will be seeing who has the most kills for game number 2, who got the victory royale, and yeah, that's basically it. We'll also be looking at the leaderboard in a short bit, so don't go anywhere else, guys. We'll be right back in a bit.
I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay. Just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crime, something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me this pain. I just don't have the on the phone, but get no sense of body move. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find another place, I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel this pain. say just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for
You're being so
So
weird, Mom.
welcome back to game number 3. We're just about to get into that, and I have on board Punisher's Bojo. Punisher's Bojo, how do you have to say about that stinkfish from Psycho, man?
Are you sure that you're on the right scene and stuff?
Yeah,
Or is
no,
it,
no,
or
they
is
can
there a
hear you.
delay?
Yeah, there's a delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's vibes, The whole lobby's cringe because I just keep getting stinkfish the whole game, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's what it is.
from what we've seen, it was a very focused end game from your side. Is there a way to avoid such in game number 3?
Yeah, basically, I'll just W key a bit less because then people will stop focusing me. But in solos, I'm a very emotional player, so if you piss me off, I'm gonna jump in your box, so don't
Yeah.
do that.
Do not do that, guys. We saw Punisher's Bojo going into endgame with 3 eliminations. That's like quite a lot, seeing that there's like 30 players in the 50-50 zone. What would you have to say for the semifinals or the whole EasyEquities platform as well?
Oh, it's very cool. I like it a lot. Glad
Yeah.
we're getting new sponsors into the scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, the tournament's been super fun so far. So
Yeah, definitely. Well, this finals, do you have a plan going into it? What is your plan or your goal as well?
My plan is to hopefully have it uncontested. So if
Yeah.
anyone is landing on me in semis, make sure that they don't qualify, hopefully. So that they can't grief me in finals.
What about
And then-
semi-finals too, though? Someone might be landing there and be like, "Oh, it is unconned," and then finals you guys meet.
Well, hopefully they have Twitter and then they know that I'm there. If they message me saying they're gonna land there, then hopefully my mind games will work and they
Okay.
go to another spot. If I'm uncon, play it quite slow and not key as much as in the opens and
Yeah.
semis.
Yeah.
Because it's more better players.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I ever key someone, it's probably because I got a beam or their movement is very, very bad.
Yeah. Well,
And then just play full endgame.
full endgame. Now the goal, top 5, top 3.
Yeah, the goal in solos is just to make money because
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to make money in solos than in team game modes because like it's top 5 in solos is 5 players, but top 5 in trios is 15 players. So
Yeah, it's difficult, man, but only the best of the best can get there, and we see so much potential when it comes to your gameplays and so forth, which, by the way, guys, we will be looking at his POV from game number 3, so we can see exactly how he got those eliminations of Spawn. And then going into top 5, the prize pool split is cash and with an EasyEquities account. So Bojo, thank you so much for joining me for this one. Wish you best of luck for the rest of the games.
cool. Thank you, man.
Cheers. So yeah, guys, looking at the leaderboard, we'll be looking at what the players have on board with us, and you guys can see exactly that. So Deluxe grabbing first place with some consistency in his gameplay. You're looking at Deluxe being first with 147 points. He's gotten 72 in game 1. He's gotten 75 in game 2. In second place is Psycho, or somewhat declined in game number 2, but 76 game 1, 52 game 2 with 128 points. Swizzy being third with 114. Rejects being fourth with 103. Keaton being 5th with 103, Legacy being 6th with 99, Mad Luca being 7th with 95, Subsy being 8th with 93, and then Baby Hugo being 9th with 85 points, and then E-Take in the position of 84th. Now, that is the games over there. And if you guys want to look at where the players will be landing, you got Woki Jaguar going at the Misty House. You got Spooky going over there. All these players on the map here, guys, are pretty much sweaty players. And it's interesting to see how everything... Punisher's Bojo, who we were just speaking with now, is actually going at the 3 houses over here. And it does look like he's contested by Kenji. Let's see if that changes now. But Glubs, Boxy, as well as Psycho going Dirty Dogs. Sin Havoc's going the pond outside Retail Row. Stereo and Cryptics going Retail Row. Catigona being contested only by Rejects. And then you got the other players taking part over there. Now, if you want to know exactly who got the most eliminations, game number 2, I'll tell you exactly who they are. It is a Starvey with 9 eliminations at hand. It does look like Starvey will be taking that achievement in play, and the person to actually win another game is Delex. Delex winning game 1 and winning game 2. Talk about consistency coming out from him. He's winning the games over here, showing some promising gameplay. I want to see exactly how he's achieving that. And then the player to die first was Smiley. Smiley died first. So GG's to the players over there. And then I believe game number 1 is on the go. So let's see what we have from our players.
In the chat,
It does look like we have game number 1 on board over here, and you can see the actual fresh going over at Retail Row. Now Retail Row is not an official POI, but it still exists as a spot to drop at. You can see he's very much uncontested. He's got a makeshift AR as well as a makeshift pump, but the nice thing is that, guys, he can get a scars with that loot over there, because there's so much vehicles here that it means getting the purple pump and the purple scar based on those guns over there. Let's see what he can do. So let's go and watch Bojo over here. Bojo has no eliminations at hand, but he is at a POI right now, so we can see that from him. So this is where he will be landing. It is the 3 houses just outside Steamy Stacks, and I hope you guys can see him successfully. Yeah, that is pretty much successful, and we are in a game number 3. So let's see exactly what this means for the players on board for you guys. So going into this game, guys, what do you guys have to say? The audience watching, the audience taking part, what do you guys have to say regarding the platform of EasyEquities? If you guys have signed up using the link in the description, let us know. Guys, if you are a minor under the age of 18, you can still open an account with your parents' guidance, a signature and so forth, so they can open this account for you, and then you can be in a position where you can start investing into EasyEquities. So over here you do got some pretty much decent loot from Bojo. He's already gotten a scar and a purple pump, so if he is contested by anyone, you're gonna see exactly what dangerous gameplays he will have. Now going over to Psycho just to see what he is doing off spawn. You can see him fish just outside Dirty Docks over there, and it is an interesting space to go. So let's see what he can do for us on screen. It does have all this harpooning going into play. Very scary to see what he can do for himself and the team. Now Psycho, guys, is a player for Sin Gaming. He's been doing relatively well, especially over the last couple of months. He's done really well in FNCS, however unable to get into heats. He did extremely well in the local tournaments as well, so Psycho was one of the people we looked at to invite, and that is why we invited him, is due to his immaculate comeback when it comes to, you know, the game. We gotta give achievements or recognition to achievements where possible. It does look like Slane has died yet again. Now we're just trying to find some more people, and also Mad Luca dead in that position. Let's go over to Sin Havocs, where He will be just outside and about over here. Havix also signed to Sin Gaming. He's a talented man. We haven't really gotten to see any clutch plays from him, however, but this is semi-finals. People are just, you know, trying their level best just to make it into top 50. It is a fair achievement to get, but at the same time, you got 29, 30 players, you know, rotating that top 50 position. So let's see what they can do for the end game. He's also got a purple pump and a scar, and we know this is some deadly loot coming out from him. Havix joining, possibly Bean. Or will he be skipping Lazy Leg Town? He will. Speaking of Bean, let's see if we can spectate him this time around. Does look much better. Definitely much better. Yeah, that is way better than game number 1. He is going for that supply drop, I believe. He does have decent amount of AR ammo, as well as a purple pump and 3 big shields. The thing about going around here is that rejects could possibly WQ you as well. So we could see a possible fight between Rejects and Bean. If Rejects is making his rotation to this area, could be. Have they removed the special chest that you get from the spot? Would be interesting to see. Yeah, they have. This used to be a good spot to drop as a solo. You go here and then you visit the houses around Misty. It does look like Bean is just trying to get a more heighted location for him. But again, it's a bit laggy, so I don't want it to be too laggy for you guys on your end. And it does look like, again, we are seeing the same type of gameplay from from Warrior with no gun at hand. No gun at hand means that Warrior needs to then back off a bit. Warrior playing this extremely different to what we usually see. Everyone's making their way to Lazy Lake. does see a player swimming. He will be lining up that shot, I think, or waiting to just get a bit in. Once he's in, he should be able to be in a good position. My internet crashes as we load into game. Apologies. Stale. Does look like Bojo got a huge distance covered between him and the opponent. So he's going to go in for that sneaky gameplay, making sure that there's nobody behind him doing the same thing. That's the thing about these games, guys. Make sure you always look back, because someone might be watching. Bojo getting in really close to line up that AR shot. Bojo just trying to take some piece control methods in here. He does get the wall. The nice thing about Bojo's gameplay, it's composed, it's subtle. He waits for the perfect opportunity to get into your box, to take your wall, and yeah. Bojo just trying to get into the mind. The player holding the box really successful. He needs to start making those zone rotations, which you can see going to play. The zone is not in favor of him and that fight. A different player he's on board with. Nice 47. Bojo also needs to focus up on healing. Misses his pump and AR shots. Needs to reload the AR as well if he wants to plan on using it. Perfect opportunity to heal up. Does get the player in his cone. Misses a huge valuable shot, but manages to crack him. Now Bojo trying to get into the box. Oh, and it's Flukello who gets eliminated by Bojo. This is the perfect opportunity to take red peppers. And there you go. Now making its way into zone. Good plays from Bojo over there, grabbing himself his second elimination. Let's see what this means for Psycho, however. Psycho playing passive. He's on 0 eliminations. He is also in center zone on height as well. So this could mean he could get height this game as well. $43 people in the game, and there's 43 likes on the YouTube stream. We appreciate you guys for coming through. Nice 35 tag. Needs to make a box or two into zone and you should be in a better position. got some good peaks coming out from Psycho. Psycho needs to make sure to get into zone before he gets focused way too much. Nice 29 damage. Psycho trying to edit that. A player will be behind him, very close to pumping him actually. Mustn't get focused. Trying to get the element of surprise by breaking his wood and shooting the opponents, but no shots have been made. The nice thing though is that height where he is usually favored in the 50-50 zones. Oh my god. Psycho with that insane, immaculate aim. Buzzy getting elimination on Archie. 43 seconds until the zone closes in. 37 players remain in this position and into the 50-50 zones. Now Psycho could possibly be in a good position for the 50-50 zone. We'll wait until 17 seconds is up for that zone to form for us on screen over here. Is Legacy alive? We have no idea, Hydra. Sorry. 36 players, 2-1. And does he get the zone? He does so indeed. Like I mentioned to you guys, you will most probably get the 50-50 zone due to him being on height. Let's go and see what that means for the other players though, such as Bojo and them who are in this qualifier over here. They need to make their way into zone, and it also looks like Bojo will be on a position of height. He can focus on all those players at the bottom. Now the thing and the disadvantages for those players at the bottom is that we're gonna see a lot of players dropping like flies in this position because of where they position themselves in this endgame. Now 34 people remain. Your boy Stu manages to eliminate Restricted. Bojo trying to get a few tags. Light Blue Shock killed Clenmont. Bojo just scouting out and seeing exactly what's available to him. All the players making it out. He does manage to hit for 25 though. Nice at 25 shots again. He doesn't have the player in his POV, so he can't really see exactly what goes. But he now needs to make a rotation even further up. So you see, like I was mentioning to you guys, all these players on low ground are possibly gonna die because of where they are positioned. The zone just goes higher. Some clever rotation coming in from Bojo. He's just positioning himself on the zone so that he's able to stay ahead. Staying ahead is very crucial when it comes into this play. He does hit for a huge amount of damage. Player drops down all the way, but unfortunately Bojo having to reload his scar means that he's not in a good position to target that player. Some good rotations. Bojo probably been one of the best rotators in South Africa, but just as I said that, he gets extremely hit hard. Oh, the player just jumps in, and it's Bravado Bean who will eliminate him. Let's try give Bravado Bean a watch. Even though it's a bit laggy, we see exactly what he's doing in this position. Staying steady, tries to line up his AR. 14 players remain. He does got one elimination. The next zone formation forms. He needs to start making his way out. He does have 113 metal and 200 wood, so he's still in a good position to make it into the complete end game. Still, these moving zones rotation. He starts the harpooning, but it looks like his red pepper just goes down, and that's 3 red peppers for him over there. He won't be using them or taking them because this is probably like your last major zone rotation, and we do apologize for how laggy it is, but we want to stay on board with him. He does line up that shot and gets an elim, and there's a player from behind. Does he get that one as well? No, he doesn't, but he's about to die to zone. He does harpoon a player, hits for 116, and there's so much players around him. Sin Havix gets an elimination. Let's go over to Sin Havix. Oh, he's not streaming. 110 HP. If he gets pumped hard, he will be eliminated. And it does look like he will get eliminated from Light Brew Shark. GG's. Does look like Psycho will be eliminated as well. And we actually don't have... It does look like also... Wait. Light Brew Shark wins the game. GG's, Brew Shark. Brew Shark with 4 eliminations at hand, grabbing that victory royale. And it is amazing to see that coming into play. Brew Shark joining Light Gaming just quite recent as well. So let's see what he can do for game number 4, guys. Game number 4 coming quite shortly. So don't forget to leave a like, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. And if you guys would like an EasyEquities account, go down in the description, create one. Learn what the platform's all about. Speak to your parents if you're under the age of 18 to create the account for you. Without wasting any more time, guys, let's take that little break and let's be back with some more action for game number 4, as well as statistics regarding the semifinals 1. There's still semifinals 2 to take place, which is on Saturday, and then on Sunday will be the finals. So make sure you guys are there, share the streams so that we can continue with the production on our side to give you guys some entertaining gameplays that we have from South Africa and Africa itself. Without wasting any more time, guys, see you in just a bit.
Something special in my mind, nothing's gonna cause me this pain. I text nobody on the phone, to get my sense of body moved. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, I don't wanna push my time. I don't wanna feel this stress. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay, just take it easy, go, it's no strain. I know it's not enough for crime, something special in my mind, nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text nobody on the phone, trying to get my sense of body moved, not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time, I don't wanna feel distress. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, I'm just crazy. Think I'm just crazy, not depressing, no stress. No need to fight against my feelings, because I love there's no depression. No need to fight against my feelings, because I love there's no depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay, just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crime, something special in my mind, nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text nobody on the phone, trying to get my sense of body moved, not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time, I don't wanna feel distress. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, think I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm lazy, I'm just crazy. No stress. No need to fight against my feelings, because I love there's no depression. No need to fight against my feelings, because I love there's no depression.
So now going into game number 4, guys, we can see exactly who will be taking that first place position and what that generally looks like from our side, and also just in general what's happening, what are the stats like, who's got the most kills in game number 3, and let's look at that right now. So literally in first place, guys, you got Psycho, who's made a consistent gameplay from game 2 to game 3. He's on 184 points. You got Legacy in second with 155. He had a decent game for game number 2. And then in third place is Delex. Looks like he's died off spawn. In fourth place is Rejects with 138 points. In fifth is E-Tech with 127. In sixth it's Gloves with 122. In seventh it's Sobzy with 121. In eighth is Swizzy with 114 points. In ninth is Brewshock with a huge game plan and coming into action for him as well. You can see he got 72 points. Havoc's with 70. So literally some clutch plays coming in from the bottom over there. You just love to see that come into action as well. And then as he plays with the most eliminations will be... does look like it's gonna be Civics, Okinawa, Offline Ghost, with the most eliminations being 5, as well as Havoc's. Doesn't look like anyone else got more than 5 kills, so that is pretty interesting. So yeah, there we go, there you have it. We all know Light Brewshock won game number 1. So let's see what game number 3. So let's see what game number 4 will be looking like on board for us over here. It's been an interesting evening, by the way, guys, and if you guys are just joining us, this is the semi-finals 1 for the EasyEquities Fortnite Investor Cup happening today. There will be an EasyEquities Fortnite Investor Cup happening on Saturday as well as Sunday. So Sunday being the finals, the top 50 from today and tomorrow will progress into finals, where we will have some super amazing gameplays coming in from the communities. And I believe that game number 1 will be going out and about. Let's go and jump on board with the first player, being Havoc's. Havoc's showing some really good gameplay that we totally missed in that position. So let's see what that means for him going into game number 4. You can see the games have started, so let's see what it is going to happen over here. So off the bat, you can see already, a couple people is just looking at his drop spot, seeing where to land, how to rotate outwards, and he lands on the outside of Rito Row to that position, and he's just planning it, his drop spot out. It's actually interesting to see what he's doing for on screen for us over here. So let's see the gameplay. So now jumping out of the battle bus completely is Havoc's, and it does look like he's going to be going just again outside Rito Row, like I did mention to you guys. And 72 players will be going into that game 4. Now you can see them jumping out that battle bus right now. And there you go, landing at the yellow house on the outside pond. Let's see what... It doesn't look like he's going to be contested. So let's go over to Slain. We've been seeing Slain dying off spawn quite consecutively at in the games. We haven't seen him really have a clutch moment just yet. But I think he has enough points in order to qualify to finals. There is a player above here. He's just getting the best loot possible around him. You can see he's using the rotations. He knows exactly how to rotate inwards the sphere. Is it sphere or fire? Spear. Sphere. I think it's sphere. Interesting. So he doesn't have anybody actually on him directly, but we did hear some footsteps and people around him. So there was definitely some people around there. And now we're on to Mad Luca, and we've seen how his gameplay has been over the past, and he has a very interesting path or loot path that he's sort of developed on his own. So he lands at the bridge, goes for the special chest, and then works around to the garage over there. Now, the loot that you get out of this location is extremely good, guys. Extremely good. In this position, he does have decent amounts of loot. It is the primal rifle as well as the heavy shotgun with an SMG, a big pot, and a couple minis. So now 64 players, only 6 players have been eliminated. And you can see there's somebody there that he can then get a elimination on. He's going to be lining up that AR right in this position. He's got that player in his POV. He does line up some shots. He manages to tag for 31 damage, trying to see whether or not he can be able to hit for some more. This is a perfect time to actually see what Mad Luca is all about and what potential he has in the tournament. He does get the wall immediately, trying to claim as much as he can. Hits for a nice 30, but the player does line up a tag shot, which he misses. He gets into the player's box, holds him in there, and he will try to get this elimination. There you go. Tylo ZA, unfortunately, in no position to respond to how W King format Mad Luca is. You just love to see how the player had 0 advantages against Mad Luca in that position. So Tylo ZA getting eliminated quite quickly. Let's go over to the players on Streamforce and see exactly what they're doing in the gameplay. So you got the actual Fresh over here. Will he be alive? He will be alive indeed. You also got Elite Retro in this position. I wonder if he's still live as well. He is live as well. Now him going out on the skirts using the ocean, he does have a decent amount of loot. He's now on gold. Scar as well has a purple pump. He does have a harpoon, and I believe he is on console. So that's why it looks very weird like this. He needs to turn off those effects. I think, yeah, it's definitely on console. No fishing spots around him. Will get tagged from about. Doesn't have enough mats if he were to fight somebody right now. He's only got about 700, so he needs to get out of the water and make his way into land so that he can start farming up some wood and making it better for himself. So Luca as well, does look like we're going to catch some action on Luca in this position. Does look like he's in a fight or was in a fight. He does hear the player dropping down. Player is on height. He doesn't have that much mats, so he's doing a good decision by staying on low ground and fighting the player in that position. Some good maneuvering between his old builds. Nice 106 pump. Misses a mega pump opportunity and almost dies actually. He was literally 1 HP, but Luca comes through with the huge clutch of gameplay from him right over there. Let's go over to Discord and see who we can connect to over there. In that part, we do got rejects in the games, and he will be going with 1 elimination. He does got a bounty on provoked slurps, so this could be tricky for Slurps. If he's around here, he needs to start making his way somehow around Rejects, because Rejects has an eye on him, and obviously you don't want to get doubly keyed by Rejects. You just don't want to get doubly keyed by Rejects. And there's Slurps. It does look like Slurps will be coming up the mountain, and Rejects has a perfect POV of the player, so Rejects will be keeping eyes on him, trying to get a better location to actually try eliminate him, because it does look like Slurps will be making his way up the mountain over here, and Rejects is just in a perfect opportunity to get some beams on the player. Does see him right there. He does line up a 35. Now taking his distance. Will he be doubly keying is the question. He does need some time to rotate inwards. The zone is quite far. He has 13 peppers, by the way, guys. I think that's the most anyone has carried in this leaderboard, by the way. We'll be using a red pepper to make the zone rotation. We'll be leaving provoked slurps. Even though probably Rejects does have the skill required in order to eliminate slurps, he respects the decision that he doesn't want to storm fight, and will be then taking this time to rotate into zone. The zone is very far. It's 1 minute until zone actually closes as well. So this is really well from Rejects to make that decision to rotate inwards and be in a better position to take a fight up then. So right now here, just trying to get as much mats as he can. He does see someone else, however, on his right. Will he be able to get a good beam on the player? It does look left and right. Now Rejects lines up that shot. Will he be able to get anything? Nice 35 damage, and he just misses the opportunity to get a headshot. Rejects then focuses up again on the zone rotation. He does have a pepper at hand, so he's moving at 2 times the speed. He's got 11 red peppers as well. So Rejects doing some really good gameplays right there. You can see Provoke Slurps being on the mountain to his left. He's still got that bounty on him, but punishes Bojo with a huge elimination at hand as well. It does look like we're gonna find Slane and Mad Luca still alive in this one, so that's really good. Let's go back over to Psycho, where Psycho is also still in this game. He's still participating in here, and he's at a different location completely compared to where like Rejects is. So let's see what this side looks like. He does see a couple players in front of him, but he's at a far distance, so he shouldn't take the shot. Like I mentioned, shouldn't take the shot because he misses so much opportunities to actually get closer and get the beam on him. and he didn't get any tags on this player, so this player knows his exact location as well. He can be made aware. The opponent kind of position himself in a better place and then get an elimination somehow on Psycho. But now Psycho then just making a, you know what, free rotation into Slurpy Swamp. Slurpy Swamp being a very populated POI in this position, because you can see a lot of the players making their way from all over the zones into here. So this POI probably existing with 10 players right now, 10 to 20 players. Hopefully we will be hearing some action on screen from us, from literally all the players around. Psycho getting a good spot to camp up and about over here, so let's see what he can do, farming up all those metals he just used to put up his base. Does see a player down below, manages to crack him, going down on that with his pump at hand, getting into the box, and he does so successfully. It is Lox who will get eliminated by Psycho, so Psycho doing some huge gameplay from him. He did see an opportunity to get an elim, he did it successfully, and he will going back to his base with some more mats at hand, and he can always get a refresh from the players over there. So that was mega huge dubs coming in from Psycho. He does have the entire refresh mats on the players as well, so you can see he has left everything there. And now we'll be going back on height. Now 2 eliminations to his name, so that's some really decent stuff for him over there. Let's go over to Bojo, see what his rotations are looking like. It does look like he's in Storm, and he gets an elimination, so he's going to need to work on that zone rotation, which may be extremely tough. He's got bandages and medkits and so forth for him in order to rotate inwards, but it's tough, man, seeing that there's no match. There's another play on Bojo right here, so Bojo getting into another storm fight just yet. He does manage to tag him quite early on for some damage, so if the storm does pick him up, he will be, but no, unfortunately, while trying to box up, punishes Bojo, will be eliminated through somehow. Man, that was tough from Bojo. He did see a player in zone. Heaven knows why they were in that position in the first place. Back on Goliath rejects right here. He is in somewhat fight. He is quite close to Psycho as well. You know, Psycho being positioned on that Slurpy Swamp base over there. Let's see what happens. But he's got those 10 floppers. I can tell you now, sticking on rejects is probably the key. Why? Because he will win this game. Making sure to just claim and get what he's. Amazing stuff from Rejects. Rejects on 1 kill with 40 players alive with 1 minute until the zone gets formed. And I believe that's a zone 3 that's going to be played out. And he can make a way to his next zone rotation. So let's see what he can do in this position. Elite Retro getting eliminated just like that. "39 players, 40 seconds. Time is ticking. It is game number 4. Who will be your victory winners for this semi-finals 1? There's a player building around Rejects right now. Interested to see what happens. He's gonna get his floor taken. Obviously, his floor is now gone. Nice, 104. Rejects putting on that pressure right there. Very bad decision from the opponent to take up that fight. Rejects saying, you know what, it's fine. I'm going to leave you there and let you be. But Rejects with some composed gameplay. Let's go over to Sleen just to see what he's doing. He's rotating inwards right now. Not getting that much focus. Some good free rotation on him. He doesn't have that much metal. He gets hit from behind. So much players focusing him, where on Reject's side it was very quiet. Oh my god. Sleen being absolutely damaged right there. He's now gonna make his way on the red side. Oh, it does look like he will get pumped. Sleen not in a good position. He will be W keyed. Luckily for his meat, he's managed to get a good decent amount of HP back. But he has been through so much in little time. Like in the past 15 seconds, 20 seconds, he was focused so hard on the map. But there's still some seconds on the map for him to rotate inwards. He still has time. Let's see what he can do. Now making his way into zone. Nice and calm. Nobody really focusing. This is some good gameplay from Sleen. Does go into the builds between there. And will be making his way right now. And there you go, guys. Will he get the 50-50 zone is the question though. Now getting server focused by two different people. Oh, getting absolutely threaded. Does look like he's gonna get eliminated as well. Unfortunately, from his side, the game plan was just not the way. On the other hand, Mad Luca needs to make those rotations in. It could be very, very tough for him to do so. You can follow the player's builds over here and then make it. Yeah, Lure Bonix following behind. If there's two players fighting there, then it's not a good decision to actually get into this. Nice 27 damage. That should have been a much harder pump. And I said, if there's two players here, it's best not to get into it. There's 7 seconds on the timer for the next zone to rotate. So we could see Mad Luca in a tough position. There we go. Mad Luca rotating. Nice 83 damage. Does manage to get the piece control plays. And he will get the elimination on him. That is Light Swish who will be eliminated by Mad Luca. Mad Luca doing some powerful moves over there. Now making his way inwards. He can use the natural cover that he has over here. Instead of bolting, he didn't get the opportunity for mats. Nice 57 damage and a 33 white. Pushing this player is crucial for him. This is a perfect opportunity for him to get mats. Oh my god, another player just died quite close to him. Mad Luca in a tough position with literally 430 wood. Needs to somehow make it out of this alive. Oh my god, that was a perfect opportunity for a headshot. Misses that pump. Now only on 22 HP and he will be eliminated in that aspect. Let's go over to Psycho to see what he is doing right now. He's here and alive with 4 kills. He does have a decent amount of mats to make the next zone rotation, but he will need a kill. And he lines up that shot and gets that elimination. Psycho with such steady aim. Psycho making his way in between builds. Such good rotations from him. He will be able to line some shots, and oh my god, the player unable to react. Will he get into the box? He does so indeed. He gets the elimination, and he has more mats to his name now. Now Psycho can obviously work his way into those rotations that are at hand over here. Let's see exactly what he can do. Psycho with 300 and something mats. This is a good position for Psycho to be in. Psycho focuses on height, does crack the player. Now Psycho can go on height and contest that. As you guys can see, he will manage to eliminate Divide. Divide in no position to defend himself. Psycho is just a walking soft aim player with that scar, that aim assist coming in clutch. He does get an elim on light fresh. He's just picking up so many eliminations at hand right there. A player does shoot down the build, so he's unable to get a refresh. Now with no mats at hand, he will get head dinked. No mats to cover himself up, and he will be eliminated by Bruce Shock. Will Bruce Shock be able to get the elims that we expect him to do so? However, on the other hand, we do got Rejects alive in this one. He does pop a red pepper. Will be going down on low ground. He sees a player. He lines up the shot. Both players missing shots. Rejects down in position to get that. And that's Sin Havocs who will be eliminated in that position. Sin Havocs and Light Bruce Shock playing extremely well. However, on the other hand, it looks like it's a 1v1 situation with Rejects. Rejects shoots for 22. Trying to keep that low ground. He does not have any mats at hand, so this could be tough for him. He will get into the player's house. Trying to farm up just for that one build place that could possibly getting the win. Hits for another damage. One more build left. And a huge side jump from him, but he also gets hit hard. He cannot allow his opponent to heal up. Rejects with the pump. Pulls up the score. He gets the victory royale. And he starts beatboxing on the spot. That is a 6-kill win coming out from Rejects. And you just love to see that gameplay. Guys, we'll be back with a short break from you guys, but we'd love to say wow, because the gameplays from Psycho, Rejects, and just anyone else on screen that we've been watching. Mad Luca with the clutch plays. Unfortunately, he had to die on rotations. He had a lot of pressure. He needed to get that elimination, but unfortunately, he was the one who got eliminated on the map. Rejects, on the other hand, a huge clutch plays, managing to wipe out Havocs and then eliminating the player that he was fighting in the 1v1 situation. Guys, we'll be right back with game number 5, so don't you guys go anywhere. Remember to check out EasyEquities in the description. Follow them, create an account, and we'll see you guys for game number 5.
Something special in my mind, nothing's gonna cause me distress. I touch my body on the wall, look at how sexy body moves. Now the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find another place, I don't wanna lose my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Sometimes I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Sometimes I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. stress. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay. Just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crying. Something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text nobody on the phone, forget how sexy body look. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, oh, I'm just crazy. No stress. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay. Just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crime. Something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text nobody on the phone, forget how sexy body look. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm racing, oh, I'm just crazy. Feel I'm just crazy. No depression. No stress. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No need to fall back against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just stress. No need to fall against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No need to fall against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No stress. No need to fall against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. No need to fall against my feelings. Because I love, there's no depression. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna stay. Just take it easy, go, there's no strain. I know it's not enough for crying. Something special in my mind. Nothing's gonna cause me distress. I text nobody on the phone, but get my sexy body look. Not the way I wanna spend my day. Got to find an alibi, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna feel distress. Something I'm wasting. Feel I'm just crazy. Something I'm wasting. I don't wanna walk today, maybe I just wanna
Okay, guys, game number 5 had a bit of an issue regarding the code. However, I'm happy to say that the players are jumping out of the battle bus. And talking about game number 5, let's look at the players' positions, where they're standing after game number 4. This is supposed to be, it's going to be very interesting to see what goes into play. So Psycho's in first place with 255 points. Rejects is in second with 216. Brewshock is in third with 177. He's been playing consistent over the last 2 games. Clubs is fourth with 176. Havocs is fifth with 163. Delex is sixth with 163. Sobsy 7th with 157, Legacy's 8th with 155, and in 9th place you got Civics with 151. So this is the tournament at hand right here. Apologies for that. Let's see what the players can do when it comes to the off-spawn situation. And talking about off-spawn, let's actually go and spectate Warrior just to see exactly what he's doing and why is he playing so subtle and so forth when it comes to the gameplay. So now on board with Warrior, he does go outside this area, so let's see exactly what type of loot he'll be getting. It does look like he's still going for that type of gameplay where he doesn't grab a gun for himself. So let's go see Rejects. Rejects had 1 kill off spawn. I wonder if he's being contested this time around. He does look to be on very high alert by the looks of things, looking left, right, just to make sure that everything's fine for him. He does place a wall as well, so it could have been that there was a player around. Let's see what this means for him though. He's got a couple mechanical parts for him. It does look like Rejects just plays defensive 24/7 just to make sure that, you know, there's if there's anyone there, at least he will make it out alive. It does look like Bojo is uncontested as well. So Bojo very much uncontested in this position. The 3 houses over here allows him to get such good loot. I would never expect like a gold scar coming out of here. Usually you would have a purple pump as well. He grabs himself a lot of mechanical parts as well. So if he does get like a blue makeshift pump, he will come out of here with a purple pump. But that loot already is so good. And he also does have like the opportunity to farm up some rock. So let's see what he can do in this position for himself. Now, Bojo is a very talented player. We all know him to be in the Punishers as a pro Fortnite player. His trio is Seeker and Havocs. Now, Bojo has been landing or been in South Africa for the past couple of months, since February actually, and he will be going back to Namibia, to where he actually stays in June, therefore being on back to 180 ping, 200 ping for Bojo over here. It could be very demotivating for the player, but let's see how strong his mentor is when it comes to scrimming, competing, and so forth. He's on high alert. He's trying to see exactly where the players are. He's got 3 peppers. There's no ways someone left peppers there for him. He's making sure that, you know, everywhere else is not, there's nobody there. And I'm shocked that the player he was around left some red peppers for Bojo. So that is like a gift from the heavens, because it's so easy to rotate outwards with. He's got so much more ammo. There's a fight taking place in the orchard over here, and you can see Bojo now making his way out with the cabin. I think there's a player to his left. No, there's nobody. But he's been rotating outwards from where he was to where he is now, and he's seen a couple build battles going into play. He will be going out of zone completely to Craggy, I believe, to upgrade his gun. Could be a tricky situation for him if there were people around. So it does look like he's going to go in for the blue pump, which is some really good gameplay decision from him. That's very smart. You know, nobody utilizes their NPCs the way Bojo has on screen. So well done to Bojo for remembering that there's even a an NPC to have over there. So let's go over to Mad Luca, see what he's doing in this position. And it does look like we just missed some action. So there's a player that's here now though. So let's see what Mad Luca will do. A player just came out of a vehicle quite around. He must not get beamed. Very interesting loot path that he has. Like, I'm really happy that he's made something like this for himself. Now he's got 1 slurfish and 1 big pot, as well as 3 minis. That's some very decent loot going for him. Now again, must not forget about Psycho, guys. Psycho is still alive and well in this one as well. He's actually first place in this tournament. Now, isn't that like nice? The players we invited to the EasyEquities semi-finals is in first and second. He's heading close to where Mad Luca was. Mad Luca to his left. I think Mad Luca is actually going to get into a fight. So let's go back on Mad Luca right now. Okay, it wasn't the same players. Oh, it was actually. Does look like Mad Luca built over here. And we could possibly see him in a fight. No, he's disengaging, not taking that aggressive gameplay. Mad Luca needs a lot more wood, so he needs to work on that wood right now, or else it's going to be pretty tough for him. Let's go over to Warrior. Warrior chilling in a comfortable place with no guns at all. Guys, he's qualified to finals with no guns. This is almost as if it's a query that FNCS team to make it into... it's FNCS team to qualify. Query is a warrior right here. He's got so much white heals. He will be making it to finals with no weapons. Wow. That there is a magical moment. He will be getting W key though. Let's see what he does. Can he do damage with the spicy fish? He's just holding and praying that nobody breaks through. Wow. Wow. He just held his walls and they left him. I wish it was that easy. It does have a spice fish if he needs to disengage. Wow, I'm still shocked by this gameplay. I'm interested to see how he came second in one of the games with no guns as well. So Warrior has been doing some amazing things. He's going to be boxed up here and waiting for zone. He does have a decent amount of mats as well. He does need a lot more wood. So you can see the farmer skin is farming. Does look like Psycho has died. So we'll go over to Rejects. See what he's cooking up over there. And he just got an Elam. We keep missing the action over here. But there's more action on board for us for Rejects. He's gonna take a big pot. Rejects making his way into zone. Look at those mats. Wow. Perfect opportunity to get some kills over here. Let's see what he does. We'll be using the bolts to rotate inwards. He's got some 6 peppers. So it looks like Rejects will be claiming first place by the looks of things. Seeing that Psycho is actually eliminated, we will be seeing Rejects taking that first place position. But anything's possible. Gloves could come through with the mega game. Rejects could die right now. There's still 39 players alive. He's only gotten 11 points on placement points. So, you know, there's still so much to be made over here. And if we go and see Mad Luca, let's see what he's doing. It's probably causing some chaos on the map. Nope, nothing. He's sitting tight. Solos is a very, very stressful game. Especially seeing that that you have to be alone. No, you know, nobody's a calming match. Nobody's telling you move left. Nobody's telling you move right. Unless you have a coach that is with you, nobody's telling you what to do. So most of the time, when you win in a solo tournament, it is because of you, because of your skill. And we don't see a lot of that like in South Africa, where they don't favor solo tournaments. It's not a highly requested mode. It's because of how tough this game can be. Game 1, you can dive spawn. Game 2, you can dive spawn. And you feel so dreaded. Your mentality is gone. Nobody's there to motivate you to say, come on, you can do this. And I respect all the players taking part in the Nibble bi-weekly series, you know, showing some, taking part in the EasyEquities, you know, showing love and supporting the solo tournament over here. So a huge big ups to each and every one of you guys, and thank you again to the audience for coming through to spectate the semi-finals 1. I hope you guys are taking notes on where people are landing, so that when you guys get into finals, you know exactly what to do, you know what the game plan is. So yeah, right now it does look like Mad Lucas is waiting for zone to form up, and then we'll see exactly what the locations will be looking like over here. So Mad Luca just honestly chilling in his box, having a good time. Let's see where Bojo is and what he doing. He's also in a box having a good time, although with 2 eliminations. We like those moves, man. Nice, Bojo. Okay. Caesar player hits for 70. That is some amazing aim. Kodiak gets an elimination in the feed. The player probably has very little health, white health as well, because it looks like he just came from the zone. So this is a perfect opportunity for Bojo to get some eliminations. But on the other hand, I believe this is Warrior because he's not shooting back. Okay, it's not Warrior. Warrior still in this game, very much alive, very much healthy, with 34 players. He's got fish, he's got slurfish, he got spice fish, he got stinkfish. Oh, he's showing us how he rotated inwards. So 33 players remain. He has 0 guns. He's only hit for 10. Oh, so much good loot on the floor to his right. It's crazy how much strategies you can have in a Fortnite game. We've seen some miracle gameplays from international and local now, being Warrior being the first player to get to finals using white heals, stinkfish, and blue heals, literally. I mean, there's no way that you'll see this again. I doubt he'll use the same gameplay for finals, but could you imagine Warrior being top 10 in finals with just fishies? He has to make some sort of rotation, and he has enough mats to do so. 350, uses a spice fish, but there goes the rotation. Nicely done. He does get focused, But Warrior still going in. Wow. Warrior now almost in zone, in the 50-50 zone. We got 30 players alive in the last game. I just want to say again a huge thank you to all our competitors, as well as the sponsor of the event, EasyEquities. If you guys make it to finals and you guys want to get your full share of your prize pool, make sure to create an account on EasyEquities using the link down below in the description. It is as simple as that, guys. What will happen is, if you're under the age of 18, you can have your parents sign up for you. You can have your parents create an account for you. It's as simple as that. So yeah, make sure you guys are creating those accounts. That was such a bad stinkfish throw from Warrior. Now he has no place to, you know, deal some damage. But this is still good. Let's go see what Rejects is up to. Are they in the same game? Damn, players have died like quickly. There's 17 players alive. And Rejects has 2 kills at hand. One person I'm also interested to see is Bojo. Bojo has been dying in ridiculous ways. It's not even funny. He's got the zone. He's got height. Oh my god, he will get bowed though. He does have enough heals to get up to 100. But this scuffs the opportunity to stay on height, actually. Well, nah, he's in a good position. Mustn't just be shot down. He goes back and connects yet again. That's actually Warrior, who's quite close to him. Wow. just wow. Let's actually watch Warrior's gameplay and see what the man can do with no fishies. I mean, with no weapons. So he's got 6 floppers and 2 slurfish. He's top 13 as it stands right now. Warrior cannot deal any damage to anyone. So all he can do in this position is just sit back and relax. He's enjoying himself, keeping himself athletic. But Warrior with no weapons at all. Let's see exactly what he can do. He's going to stay in Storm for just a bit because he can with those floppers. He mustn't stay in Storm for too long. He does manage to find some weapons now in endgame. That's all you need, guys. Floppers and stuff to stay in endgame with no... He does box a player, but he wanted to get out of there. He boxed the player really well, and he just wanted to get out of that position, not use any guns. But unfortunately, he did get eliminated. Now on to Rejects, who will be winning the semifinals 1. Rejects on height. It's a 1v1 situation. He is gonna get shot down. He does line up a shot for 56 to blue height. And there you go. Beautiful coming out from Rejects. Rejects shows off his skill and gets a victory royale back to back. And that is, guys, the wrap of the semi-finals qualifier happening on board with us right over here, guys. There will be semi-finals 2 as well, so make sure you guys stick around for that because it's going to be amazing happening on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Hit subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to know exactly what the prize pool is breakdown for finals, I'll give you guys that information right here on the stream. So the finals happening at 3 o'clock on Sunday. The first place will be winning 3,000 Rand, 1,500 Rand being cash, 1,500 Rand bonus going into your EasyEquities account. So this means, guys, what you need to do from here on out is click the EasyEquities account link down below in the description, create an account. If you're under the age of 18, you can then contact your parents and have your parents make the account for you. If you come second, guys, you win yourself 2,000 Rand, 1,000 Rand cash, and 1,000 Rand with EasyEquities bonus. If you come third, you win yourself 1,500 Rand, 750 cash, 750 bonus with EasyEquities. If you come fourth, you win yourself 500 Rand, 1,000 rand, 500 rand being cash, and 500 rand being with EasyEquities. If you come fifth, you win yourself 500 rand in that total. And again, 250 rand cash and 250 rand bonus with EasyEquities. Now you can use your money with your bonus money on EasyEquities to grow money, save money, and yeah, let's see what exactly happens in that position. But we thank each and every one of you guys for tuning into the stream, and a huge thank you to EasyEquities and to all the people who are streaming, all the people who joined up in the EasyEquities stream. We give you guys love and see you guys in the next video happening tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So again, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you.